Hi guys, welcome to episode 4. Yep, we're patching the hardcore, although there is one trade-off. As you can see there, that is the place where my house used to be. We're starting all over again, but this time, we can die. We're allowed to die this time. So, it's a lot less stress, and the series is going to go on for however long I want it to, instead of until I die. So I'm going to get started with my tools, and then I'll come back once I've got quite a lot of stuff, and I'm going to do quite a lot of work off camera, because I don't want to bore you guys. I've already done so much on camera. I just want to get to a point close to where I was. Right, so after quite a bit of mining, this is what we've got. So we've got 12 diamonds, a stack and a bit of, almost a stack and a half of iron. Obviously I've still got some to smelt down. Got quite a lot of coal, quite a lot of redstone, although I did throw some redstone out because I had to fit more diamonds. Or was it iron? I can't remember. I also found a spider spawner, so I've got tons of string and 2 name tags and a disc from that. And some melon seeds, which will come in handy for villager trading, which I hope to do possibly next episode, because obviously I need to work to get everything back that I had. Oh yeah, I also forgot about lapis. I got a bunch of lapis as well, like, as per usual, basically. So what I want to do now is build my new starter base. Only this time it has to be a completely different design and in a different place, because I don't fancy building the same house as before, and I'm liking that place. So I think I'm gonna make some sort of base in here. Yeah, so obviously there's quite a bit of mobs here, or will be anyway. I don't think there is right now. At the moment, all I've seen is a spider. There's not a huge area for mobs to spawn, so it's not going to be that hard to spawn-proof it. And I think what I want to do is I quite like this corner for like a base like that hangs down. And looking at the thumbnail, you probably have noticed that I scrapped that idea. I'm going to experiment with a couple of things and put it in like a time-lapse. And I'll see you guys once I've finished my new starter base. Right, so what you just seen me build there, I know it doesn't look like a base, and that's because it isn't my base. This is just the area that I'm going to build my base in, and probably I'm going to build my base in that wall. And this is just to make it look a little bit nicer for the entrance. So this side looks fine. I think I like it. I like that. Obviously this band is meant to be up there, but I didn't want to put the trapdoors all at different levels because that is kind of a confusing... Because I've decided to make it kind of wrap around the side of the cliff, that would make it all uneven with the trapdoors, so I decided to just keep them on that level. And that one, this pole right here doesn't have stone on top of it, because I feel like it'd be quite weird to have it there and then immediately right there. So I decided to just leave it for that one. I haven't put one above that, although I might just go like that, just to make it so that there's a little bit of structure to it. Because also that one has the trapdoors, this one doesn't have trapdoors. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we've basically got two bigger ones, which is like the front, and then the two back ones are much smaller. So I'm gonna start work on actually mining this area out, and yes, it is another one in a mountain, so I'm sorry. Right, so behind me is the house, and it looks very small, but I promise you it's reasonable size on the inside. Right, so we come in, and I said reasonable size, but this is actually just our living space, and obviously this house is going to be a work in progress. And the idea I had for it, also this is the back entrance if you're wondering. Okay, so the idea I had is to make a bunch of different houses, kind of, to make a community. So I want to make one right here, because I feel like this is a pretty cool space to make them. But anyway, I want them to be dotted around this area, and I'm going to make a nice, what would you call it, a balcony along that? And then put a bunch of houses inside that cliff. I'm obsessed with making houses in cliffs, by the way. Or so it seems. So what I'm going to do when it's morning is I'm going to go and set out to kill some sheep and make a bed, and then we're going to be able to sleep, and the phantoms will stop coming out for us. But I'm not going to do it right now, because at the moment phantoms can come out for us, and it's very, very scary. Also, I made a little openable window. Well, it's not really a window, but I can see through it, so I can see if it's morning or night, but I don't always have to look out. I don't know, but it looks alright from the outside. I just thought it was a nice feature. Okay, so I'm needing to record this bit again, because even though I've made sure it was saved, NVIDIA's not saving all my files. So I've had a lot of lost data in recordings over this series. So basically all I done in the time was improve the looks of my base, and I built a chest room, so I'll show you that all now. So the first really noticeable thing is that I've made a little life area, so it's got a lot of grass around it. Obviously the grass is going to grow onto here, we just need to wait for that to happen and it'll look a lot better. We've got some seagrass in this little puddle, we've got a nice little waterfall, and we've made a bed, which is nice, and we've got a little frame around it just to make it look like a real bed. And we have two chests. They're just for decoration, because I don't know if I'll put anything in them, maybe like tools and stuff. We've got our furnaces, and underneath them we've got our campfires, just so that the smoke comes out the top. And for our chest room, it's just a big wall, two big walls, well, kind of small walls, two small walls of chests. And they've got all of our blocks in them, all of our valuables, all of our food. Yeah, our food is in here, but like we don't have any food apart from melon seeds. Speaking of melon seeds, now I feel like is a good time to make a melon farm. I know they're not a good source of food, but for when we get our villagers, they'll be very good for trading, so we might as well get them done now. So I've dug up all this space, but then I realised that in order to build this farm, I need observers, and I need to go to the Nether to get observers, and I don't have obsidian right now, so looks like I'm going to need to go and get some obsidian so I can go to the Nether and get some quartz. Oh, hey guys, oh man, I'm recording with NVIDIA again. Let's hope it doesn't get deleted this time. So, you might notice some differences in my world, especially, well, not my world, rather how everything looks. So, I have got a resource pack, and if any of yous watch Hermitcraft, you'll know who made it. It's Azumovoid. I think that's how you say it. Although I know how it said how to pronounce it, like when I searched up for the resource pack. I think it says how to pronounce his name on his website, and I read it and I still forgot. So I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But basically, this is probably the coolest resource pack I've ever had. You go onto his website, and instead of just downloading a resource pack, you pick what features of the resource pack you want. So you can pick if you want 3D models, you can pick if you want different grass, you can pick whatever you want. There's loads of different options, and I highly suggest it if you play Java Edition Minecraft. And also, he does data packs, so I've got a couple of them. I don't know if I've installed them right, but if I have, we should be able to get heads from mobs now. And I hear a lot of spiders, so we might kill them and get their heads. But obviously I don't have looting, so that's going to be quite hard. But anyway, I got another one for villager workstations and one for trading with wandering traders. Also, look at that. So cool. Most of you have probably already seen a 3D resource pack before, but I just find it really cool. Right, so anyway, this is all we've done at the farm so far. If it would let me in. So we've done 2 rows, and we need to wait for these to grow and then collect so that we can plant more. Although we can make another row now, which I'm about to start doing. I need to stop this though. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in a little time lapse, and because it's really repetitive and it's only 1 row. But just to show you an idea of what I've been doing for the past 2 rows. Okay, so if any of you are unfamiliar with this design, basically how it works is, well, the stalks go underneath the observers, which pick up when the stem grows, puts a redstone signal through this block, which obviously sets off the note block, which then updates the piston, which then pushes the pumpkin or melon. This works for pumpkins as well. The rates are better if you make it alternating between pumpkin and melon, but I don't have melon seeds, so maybe that's something I'll do later on. But basically, this minecart with hopper can pick up 3 blocks, but normally if you just have normal hoppers underneath, the way they pick it up is because the pumpkin or melon gets pushed into this block, and because this is one pixel smaller than a block, they get pushed onto this, and then the hoppers can pick them up. Right, so now that you've seen me build one strip of the farm, and you know how it works, I'm just going to skip to when it's done. Okay, so we are now done with the farm, and I'll let you see it from here. This is what it's looking like. Obviously nothing too special. Once all these stems grow fully, this will start producing quite a lot. And obviously, right now, we need to send the minecart on its way, and we also need to replace this with a dirt block. I was just putting that there so I could put some torches in the bottom layer. There we go, and that should bring some back because some melons were destroyed while I was building this. So this should just pick them all up now. And if you're wondering what that stone is, that's where the water is. And then we've just got some lights around everywhere. Although what I'm going to do is patch that up. And then these mobs are really annoying me. I know where they stay now. So all I need to do is find or go back there and kill them. There we go. I think it might have problems dropping everything off. Okay, so here it comes again, and it drops some in, and there we go. So obviously the dropping off system's not the best, but it'll do for now, and obviously it'll eventually drop off all of the melons and pumpkins. Well, just melons right now. Oh, I think we found where all our mobs are staying. Wow, that's a lot of creepers. Wow, that's a lot of creepers and a lot of zombies, and that zombie and skeleton are having a fight. Let's see how this ends. Oh, and it's a dub for the zombie. Nice. Okay, how are we gonna kill these all? I think we just need to take them all here. Hey guys, come here. Yep, follow me. Oh, you wanna shoot me? You wanna shoot me? Huh? Yes! There we go. And get this one to blow him up. Okay, never mind. Okay, that was successful. Now we just need to kill this skeleton. And let's just patch this up so that they can't walk in there. They're obviously always going to hide under here, but there's nothing we can do about that apart from unless we ripped that mountain apart. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to end this video here. It's been nice to start off again. But this episode took me so long to make, so it's going to be delayed coming out because obviously I had to get all of my stuff back and most of it isn't worth watching. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode.